friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Amy here, and today I am going to make a photo card. I am going to use a photo, cute little photo from the past. These are my three little munchkins who are now 27, 25, and 22. Time flies. I'm going to put it on a card. I actually have this photo, and then I have this one. So we could do a horizontal and a vertical card. This one is obviously a picture from an Easter from many years ago, but I thought they would be fun to make cards. But I'm really wanting to focus on two products. These are found in the online exclusive. So this one is the mini corrugulated 3D embossing folder. It's a 6x6 embossing folder. And oh my goodness, I was so excited when we came out with this. And then the other set of dies is the textured the textured note dies. And what it is rectangles, but they're kind of like the nature circle dies. They have all different patterns on each of the different rectangles, and they sit inside of each other. So they're great for layering. And we are going to use these two products to make our card. So I did already cut the dies. And so what I did is I wanted to make a frame for the card. So I took this frame, the second to largest rectangle frame, and the third to largest. And we put them like that. And let me get my plates. So when I go to put it in my die cut machine, I've got my 1 plate, my 2 plate, my 3 plate. And then we would take our cardstock. Let me use this because it's wider. And I'm going to put my die with the blades face down, so the raised portion placed down. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this, and I'm going to line it up so that it's in the center. And then you get your washi tape, which I had a minute ago. Here it is. And a washi tape or any low-tack tape would work. And I'm just going to tape these two together, and then we'll run it through our die cut machine. And the power of television is, or video is, so it will come like this. So then we have this piece and we have this piece, and this will go perfectly right in the center. So I have a card base here. I'm going to take my bone folder and just give it a crisp fold. And then we're going to use a piece of this. This is a sneak peek at a new color that is debuting in May. This is Strawberry Slush. And this one we're going to use the embossing folder. So a good rule of thumb is you always want to see the Stampin' Up! Logo on the top. And then we will put this in like this. And what I love about the Stampin' Up! Die cut machine and embossing machine is the plate sandwich recipes are right on the plates, so you don't have to worry about losing it. And with the Stampin' Up! Machine, you don't have to worry about changing settings or anything. You just follow the recipe. So it says using 3D embossing folders, you're going to use the 1 plate. Then you're going to put your embossing folder, and then you use the 4 plate. So this dark gray is for the dry embossing. And then you run this through your die cut machine. And the Stampin' Up! Die cut machine cuts like butter. It's smooth. You don't have to worry about it getting stuck, and you don't even have to use muscle power. It just glides through, and I love it. And I love, love, love 3D embossing folders. Those of you who have been with me for a while know that I came over from close to my heart, and we had embossing folders. We did not have 3D embossing folders. And we didn't have it's as big a variety. And oh my goodness, this was one of the first things I fell in love with Stampin' Up. So you can see it looks just like that corrugated cardstock, you know, the inside, the in-between layer in your boxes and whatnot. And so then this is going to go right here. Now, one thing I neglected, I forgot. When you run this through, it is going to become shorter because it is kind of pleated. So this was a standard size card, and I cut it true to size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we can see it's a little bit short there. But I think what I'm going to do, we'll put this there like that. And then this is going to go right there like that. And I love the color combination. So I think I'm going to keep it, and I am just going to trim that off when we're all done. So I am going to get my adhesive and adhere this down. Like so. And then I wonder if I want to pop, no, I'm not going to pop it up because I am going to add a little sentiment. And I thought this might be fun to make 3 of them and mail them to my kids. I thought they would get a good laugh. So we've got that, and I am going to go ahead and get my trimmer. And we'll go ahead and trim this extra right now. And because I'm using the card base is that thick basic white, I'm going to open it up like this. And voila, there we go. Perfect. And then we're going to put this here, and I could either put it up high and put a sentiment there, or I can put it down low. Or I could put it right in the center and then put a sentiment over it. But I think I'm going to put it down towards the bottom. And then we can add a sentiment. So this card is done lickety split. So let's go ahead and see what one might look like horizontal. So I already did my frame the exact same way that I did this one, and I thought I could do orange like that. So we need to put this through the embossing folder, and again, you know what, I'm going to do it this way, and then we'll see what shape it comes out as. Okay, so I ran it through. Let's open it up. And I did it horizontally because I'm doing a horizontal card. But I guess it wouldn't matter. It could look cool the other way too. I'll have to experiment. I am just folding a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of heavy basic white cardstock. And again, it did make it a little bit shorter, but that's okay. And I'm actually going to use some seal for this. So I hope that you enjoy this card making video, and it's going to be a very short one today. But I thought I would demonstrate these two, the die and the embossing folder, because I really like them. I would refer to these as neutral products because you can use them with everything and anything. So I feel like they are a great investment. So I'm just here doing this, cutting this with my scissors to show you 2 different ways. I think it's easier to cut with the paper trimmer, but there, you saw it with my snips. So then we will add our frame. And if you love the Spotlight on Nature dies, the circle dies, you are going to love this die set, which again is the Textured Notes dies. So then we'll go ahead and put that there. Oh my gosh, so cute. And this one I'm going to put right in the center, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put the sentiments. So I'm going to grab some stamp sets with sentiments, and we'll decide what sentiments and finish these cards up. All right, I decided to make this card even easier. I pulled out my ephemera packs, and this Celebrate goes perfectly because it brings out the green in the girls' pajamas. This particular piece came from the Spring Celebrations Mix and Match ephemera pack. So we will adhere this with some dimensionals to give it a little bit more dimension. And I am loving how this is looking. And this is a pattern that you could use over and over again for all different types of cards. And that Celebrate could go at the top or the bottom. It looks great like that, but then I pulled my Blooming Pearls. This is one of my favorite embellishments that Stampin' Up! Has. And I'm going to take the gold, and I'm going to put one right there. I'm using my piercing tool. Those of you who are in my customer group, you know how much I love this. I use it every day. If you're not in my customer group and would like to be, it's a Facebook group, and you could send me a request. The link is in the description box. And I will list everything that I use on these cards today in the description box. But there you go. There is a very simple card, and it's using photos. So for this one, I thought this Happy Day would be cute. And this came from this collection, and I don't have the name of it, but it's all different sentiments. I love that they're in all different colors, different fonts, different shapes. And again, I will list in the description box what it is. But I thought I could put that there because it brings out all of the colors in the photo in the kids' clothes. And again, we will add some dimensionals, and I think I'm just going to make it with the regular size dimensionals. We do sell the mini dimensionals, which are adorable. I don't have them on my desk here, otherwise I'd show them to you. But they're super cute, and those come in handy for really thin things. But then I did pull some, I went and shopped my stash, and I have some gold embellishing thread, which is a product that came from close to my heart. And so I thought I could just loop some right there like that, and then you do it on the other side like this. And let's see how this looks. I am going rogue here. There was really no pre-thinking involved in this. Too long though, so let's see if we could scale it back a little bit with the dimensional adhesive. Okay, that's gonna work. I might need to cut another loop and put another loop down. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so there we have it, and we'll stick it right here. And there we go. there is our second card. So super easy using that corrugated 3D embossing folder and the dies, which are called textured note dies, and I really like these. So here are the two that we used for our cards. It was the second largest and the third largest. And then I had mentioned how they're similar to the Spotlight on Nature. So the Spotlight on Nature, you have all the different designs. There's two sets of them. There's only one set in the rectangle. But I also wanted to mention you could use this also to stamp some sentiments as well, which was my original plan, but then I decided to make it super easy and pull out my ephemera packs. So there you have it. Again, everything is listed in the description box below. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, if you could hit that subscribe button, that just helps my little channel to grow. And press the like button, share it, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you have either of these products and if you ever add photos to your handmade cards. I always appreciate it when you take the time to watch the videos and leave comments, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.